protection zone. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers.
102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
You might want to check this one out.
All right, here we go. Stay right where you are.
Stand by to broadcast.
Okay, people, let's do this.
Now we're ready to roll.
And now, it's JP.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
Good Wednesday morning. It's JP, 102.5 The Bone. It is Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio, 800-771-1025. That's the phone number to join in on the conversation. If you want to watch the show, you can do that too on YouTube. Just put in 102.5 The Bone. The YouTube channel will come up, and you can watch the show and play along in the chat room if that's how you want to play along. Either way, all good. Good morning, Monifa, and good morning to Diz. How you guys doing today?
Hello.
Everything cool?
Yo.
Everything cool?
Yeah, it's warming
Yes.
back up, so.
That's it?
This morning it was freezing, and now it's manageable. So it's gonna be nice
The
today.
current weather is like as cold as I wanted to get here.
You know, it's funny. I saw Kelta's wife, Amanda, post something this morning about, I guess she had ice on her windshield. And I said, pro tip, just use your windshield wiper juice. It'll get rid of that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
All you
the
gotta do is-
level we have it, yes. Back up. I remember living up there. I'd go outside and turn on the car and crank up the defrost and then go back
Yeah.
in for 10 minutes and then come
Right.
back out.
I remember
Right.
the best part about that would be when you see like a neighbor or something go and pour like hot boiling water on his thing. I'm like, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
That's not the hack. You're going
Right.
to mess that up.
That's going to shatter.
Yeah.
It was a ceremonial, huge
Right.
thing for me when we moved here, and I was like, never gonna need my ice scraper, my windshield wiper scraper thingy again. So got rid of that, and I didn't have the long. There's two different kinds for the ice scrapers: the long wood one with the brush on the end, and then the scraper on one end.
Yeah.
And then there's just like the handheld one that's just like a little
Yeah, the little.
rectangle. Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
I like the smaller one.
those wooden ones are not wooden anymore, just so you know.
Oh, really? That's how long it's been? What?
I know you've been out of the game for a while. No, they're aluminum now.
Are they really? Oh, that's
Yeah, they got
funny.
little hand grips on them. Yeah, it's
She was like, it was a brachiosaurus bone. And
It was.
right.
And it said to me, "It's a living."
Yeah. And the scraper we use dinosaur teeth.
I had no
Yeah.
idea that's how long it's been since I've had to use one
Yeah.
of those things. I'm glad they upgraded. Good for them.
Well,
Yeah.
I saw on your story that I think it was like a couple days ago. I think it was Monday, where you went to the car thing, and then they had to go get someone who could drive stick.
That was yesterday. But
Oh,
yeah,
it was yesterday? Okay,
I saw
yeah.
that too.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
like,
saying, that's
I
so
saw
funny.
the guy. I was walking back because I was annoyed. They said an hour and a half. It was like an hour and 35 minutes. I'm like, I'm going to rattle some cages here. And
Yeah.
as I'm walking back, I see my car sitting in there. I'm like, oh, she's done. Let's go, Buffalo. And the guy throws the paperwork in there, and he walks around, and he's going from like all the stations, going to one station, asking a question, going to the next station. I'm like, he's looking for a stick shift driver.
He's probably like, hey, this
Well,
bitch got manual
right.
windows.
I
I
saw.
roll down the window with my hand,
Right.
but
I wonder if the guy who owns the place brought everybody over to the car for like a history lesson.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't gonna see him much like this anymore. But I don't understand. If it got into the bay,
someone drove it in there, but whoever changed the oil doesn't know how to do it.
they were gone. That person was gone.
Yeah, well,
They
they're probably maybe looking for him.
who ended up getting the car out? Was it you?
No, I know that's
That
what
would
I
be
said.
funny, ma'am. Can you come back here?
I had a pair
Right.
of keys in my car. I'm like, I could literally just drive that right now. What are we waiting for? But no, but they eventually found another person who could drive a stick. And it's weird because I don't like to see anyone else in Hope. Like literally nobody drives her except for me. So I'm like, you better be nice. You better be nice to her. And road.
What do you think is gonna happen?
Yeah.
Just don't grind the gears, or I'll grind you. Wait, that's not a punishment, or
Yeah.
is it? Or is it?
I don't think that's much of a punishment.
Just don't grind the gears, or heads will roll. And the
Nice.
only reason I went there, I love my guys at Wilson's, and if they're listening, because they do listen in the back, I love them. I love Wilson's and Oldsmar. But it was 1995 if I had made an appointment between 1 and 4 on Monday through Friday. And I'm like, 1995 for an oil change? Let's go. So I took it there.
Oh, okay. I thought something happened after that. Like
No.
they said 1995,
Yeah.
and I brought it there between 1 and 4, but by the time I walked out of there, it was $47. Now I'm pissed.
No,
None of
no,
that?
no, none of that. No. Well, I mean, there's tax, title, and dealer prep. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't 1995 on the.
I thought you were talking about the year. It was 1995. I was 38. No, no,
1995, I had a wooden snow scraper.
yeah.
But no, so it was a really good deal. Otherwise, I would have taken it to my guys.
Is
but
it still snowing up there?
They're talking about Armageddon this weekend.
saw that. I said there's going to knock out
Brett's-
power for a couple of days or some nonsense.
Brett's starting to lose his marbles.
Poor guy.
Oh, yeah, he hates. He. I happen to love the snow. I used to love it more. Like I didn't care because I used to have the ATV with the plow, so like it would take literally 3 minutes to do that. I used to do my whole block in like 45 minutes.
Oh, I did the whole block because I had
did.
a car that would.
I didn't have a
push
car.
snow.
I didn't
Well,
have
an
a car.
ATV,
I had an ATV, and I used to do the whole. Yeah, I used to not hog it for myself. I used to help the whole block out, and we
that
had a good time
money.
doing it. My next door neighbor would bring out some booze, and we'd have a good time with it. I don't have it anymore, but I happen to enjoy the snow. I like driving in the snow, but Brett's not a happy camper, man.
Snow sucks, bro.
He hates it because he gets plowed in at the place that he lives in. It's not.
Yeah,
it's
I
not-
remember him not liking the snow.
It's not
for
a
that
bad
reason.
team.
Yeah.
So now they're calling. Right now they're saying 3 to 6, but that's like. But the government, like, so our local guy has it at 3 to 6, right? But on the government map, like all the models, they have us at 12 inches plus for Sunday into Monday.
So
I
what do
think.
you? So you just get all the food and hunker down and like get into your and just stay inside and don't leave? Because
Well, think about what Sunday is. You got the championship games on Sunday. It's not really all that difficult. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to just stay in and watch the games.
Yeah.
If, Nicole, my wife, will probably make either she'll make a Sunday sauce or she'll make
Chili.
she'll make a pot of chili or something
Gotta
like
go
that.
chili.
Yeah, maybe. And then we'll just chill. But it's different for Brett because he lives in a complex.
Yeah.
And if he gets, and I told him to stay over. I was like, listen, I'll come get you. Spend the night at my house.
Yeah,
And I'll take-
sleepover.
Yeah, and then Roger has to come, and then it's like a show sleepover.
Let's not get crazy. Roger can get on his own. But Roger doesn't get plowed in.
Yeah,
And then,
but it's a show thing.
but
It's a show
done,
bonding
yeah.
event.
So it's funny watching as these weather systems get closer. Brett's entire demeanor changes.
Sure.
Like he goes from, they're going to say, possibility. He goes, but he'll say, we're definitely getting it. They'll say 1 to 4, we're getting at least 6 inches. Do you know what I'm saying? Like whatever they
He's
say,
preparing himself.
right. So whatever they say, he's like, more,
He's a
more.
Gemini. He's a
Everybody
Gemini.
else denies it. Like, it's not going to happen. Like Roger's like, we're not getting anything. And Brett's usually right when they're saying something. It's more.
Yeah.
But as it gets closer, he definitely gets more tense. Definitely gets more tense.
But understandably so. Like he gets.
Yeah,
tense.
he-
Like I'm not mad at him for that.
He's got a little PTSD from it. I ain't gonna lie.
Understandable. Yeah. And I mean, I'm not trying to. You asked
Right.
the other day, I'm saving money or whatever. You're asking, am I going to buy something? No. For a million reasons. Not that I have to deal with snow, but I don't have to deal with any of the yard work, maintenance, upkeep,
Yeah.
any of that nonsense. Y'all make it look pretty, and I'll just sit here. That's my role.
You're too much. But yeah, so that's coming in. And then you see then you don't know what is real. And I don't care. It's the same thing with hurricanes. You don't know what's real, what's clickbait, what's honest.
I feel like hurricanes are worse because, like, it could take a sharp left. Like with the snow, it's
Well,
coming.
same
We all
thing
know
with
it's
the
coming.
Yeah, but it's different. No, because Long Island is kind of on a line, right? And there are times where half of us will get hit and half of us will get nothing.
Oh.
So it's not, but what I'm trying to say is these people who post on social media, even our local guy, all of a sudden he's posting like a doomsday thing. And I text him. He's like, we're probably getting 3 to 6. I'm like, well, what are you posting it for? He's like, that's
Because
what they
they
wanted.
have to
That's
make-
what,
yeah.
that's what they wanted me to post.
That's what
And
they
I'm
want
like,
you to be.
I'm like, okay, but why would you hang, and this goes for any like any news outlet. Why would you hang your weather guys out to dry?
Because JP, remember the two hurricanes that came by. If they're not very vocal about please, and it's not so much we're all going to die as much as be prepared, have food. Like if they
Right.
don't say that, then it's like and then the people can say we didn't
Right.
know, nobody told us. So I think they'd rather have the it's not as bad as they said,
Yeah.
versus the oh my God, why didn't you warn me?
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it a little bit differently here. Like my guy believes firmly. He's like, listen, we're a few days out, but the way this whole thing is looking, he goes, I'd be surprised if we got more than 3 to 6. Okay, cool. But your other message on Facebook says we're looking at 13 plus. That other model says way more than that. He goes, yeah, that's what they wanted me to post.
I mean,
I'm like,
that's fair, though.
so we're not
That's fair.
supposed to believe a word you say. What
They're
I don't
supposed
know.
to be prepared. It's about preparation.
I mean, I guess so. But it's not the.
It's a big jump.
If we have 6 inches or we have 12, 13 inches, right? It's not going to affect us. Our life. It's just more to clean up. It's not a hurricane where, if it hooks a left and it comes right for you, now you have, lives in danger. That's not what this is. This is, I might have to work from home. It's not,
Oh,
it's
will
not,
you? I didn't think of that. Will you?
Oh, I won't work. No, I've never, ever worked from home. Ever.
Well, I mean, but
Well, I have, but I've never because of a storm or anything like that. It was just go in.
I do remember you were sick for a while. Oh, I think it was the vid. You had the COVID, didn't you?
Yeah, I had COVID and they didn't want me to come in, so I worked from home.
Yeah.
I had tested positive, but I didn't have any symptoms, and it was when everybody was over the top concerned. So they said, just broadcast from home. I was like, no problem. And I'm telling you something now. I don't know if you felt the same way because I remember you worked from home a couple of times.
Yeah, because I was in contact with Spanish who had it, and although we just passed each other, I didn't have it. I tested negative, but because I came into contact.
Oh yeah, because of the crossover.
Yeah, I had to stay home.
When I worked from home, the one thing I kept saying is, Calta's got it. He's got it. He's
No, I
got
gotta
it
come
right.
to work. I gotta come.
He's got it right.
No.
Walk into what used to be his garage, and next thing you know, he's at work, and everything comes. There's nothing better than that.
I mean, I guess.
And my commute is short. I know he drove a lot further than that. My commute is less than 15 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know why you're bitching.
8 with how
I'm
you
not
drive.
bitching. I'm not bitching about it. I'm just saying you can get used to it real quick.
No,
that extra 15 minutes in the morning goes a long way.
But
Yeah,
don't
it
you
does.
want to be in work mode? Like you and I discussed yesterday, I think we mentioned how I go to my car right quick. You go get away for it and come back because you got to get in the mindset of, okay, now the show's going to start versus what you were doing in the morning. I like that drive. I like being physically here. I remember doing the shows from home and my cat's over there and Friends is on the TV and I'm not in the game as much as I would be if I'm sitting here in front of this board.
Yeah, but I've been inside his place and that studio, it's a vibe.
Yeah,
when you
his
walk
is
in,
different, yeah.
that's the thing. Yeah, if you're just pulling up a laptop or whatever in
Yeah.
your office, that's different
Yeah.
with a mic. His thing, it's better than here.
Yeah.
yeah, he's got
his
the,
setup is different.
the world by the balls. There was a house when my wife and I were house hunting a couple of years ago. There was a house that we found that had like a converted barn in the backyard. And I was as soon as I walked in, like it had a bar, it had all this kind of stuff. And I was like, I immediately saw a studio. Immediately said, this is the spot.
Why don't you? I mean, I know
We
you
will be
were
brought.
trying to-
Roger doesn't want to do it.
No, but
He doesn't want to do it.
for you,
I wanted to buy a place and turn it into a studio, and this way we can be independent contractors and pay way less in tax, like the whole deal. And he didn't want to do it.
he's too close. Do you think when he retires, if you don't win $1 zillion, you would want to do something like that?
Oh, I would love to do something like that. I really would, but I wasn't going to go out and spend all the money.
Sure.
And he didn't want to be a part of it. It didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But in the future, is it possible? Absolutely, it's possible.
Is it because he's so old school? It's kind of like what Monica was saying. Like he wants to be in that office that feels like a studio.
No,
I
I
want to invest in that.
I think it's that. Honestly, I think it's that. I think it's like, you know what? He had 2 kids at the time. I think he had 2 kids in college. And,
Fair.
it wasn't an expense that he wanted to take on. I totally understand it.
Yeah.
I totally understand it. But I was like, come on, man, we'll save so much money. And we don't have to see anybody.
I'll go in with you, JP. I'll buy a chair, I guess.
Our meetings would be like down to nothing. It'll be amazing.
Well, you don't have to worry about that here because they schedule all the meetings while we're on the air.
Exactly.
So you don't
I
have to
know.
go to any meetings at all.
That's the beautiful part of middays. I know you don't like it because you want to be in the middle of everything.
FOMO, yes.
Not me. Go ahead. Give me the cliff notes when it's all over.
But then you're missing something. You're just giving
I
the cliff notes.
don't care. What am I really missing?
Stuff.
Monica, I used to be like you. I swear to you. I used to be like you. I used to
Happened. I don't
care.
buy it,
I used to want to have my finger on the pulse. I used to want to be involved in everything. I used to want no.
I don't buy that at all. I cannot picture you
You
being
can
Mr.
ask anybody.
Joyner.
Ask my bosses.
You were Mr. Joyner. Mr.
No.
Joining,
I didn't say I was
join.
Mr. Joyner. I said when it came to the business of that radio station, and especially when I was in programming, I wanted to be in the middle of everything because I always had ideas, and I
Okay.
always thought I could help. And if I wasn't but now I'm like I'm not, like I don't care.
I don't want to be in any meetings except the ones that I'm supposed to be. I don't need to know what's going on. Y'all figure that out. That's way more above my pace. I don't want to be in charge. I don't want management. I don't have ideas. I don't want to make decisions. I want to know if there was an all on-air staff bone meeting yesterday at 11 o'clock. I want to be in that one because that's what I'm supposed to be in. The thing we have coming up.
Oh, the charity
yeah.
thing?
So I need to know. It's something different. I've never done it before, so I wanted to be in that meeting. I don't need to be in any other meetings. Don't want my finger on the pulse of any goings on. Tell me what it is, but also, maybe include me in the ones we're supposed to be in.
Yeah, or just send an email after. I'd be cool with that. Just give me an email. Tell me.
That's what I'm saying.
Update.
Can I get then you can't show up with a notebook and a pen.
Yes, right, correct.
Yeah. Why would I want to do that?
Because you want to take notes and take details. Say hi to
correct.
people.
No, I'm good on that
Coke.
one. What'd you say?
Bring a Diet Coke, set it down.
Okay, yeah. I heard something crazy, too. I was like, wait, what?
I thought it was like do a line of Coke.
Yeah.
Like, what?
No.
All right, well, that changes games.
JP's like, I'm back.
I'm back. To quote you, Diz, I'm back, baby. It's JP with Monica, Dizzy, 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. The Bone Bonus is back and right when you need it. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Listen to The Bone for your chance to win $1,000 at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 5 p.m. every weekday. Need some extra scratch to finally start your side business? Lingerie for pets? We can help. It's the Bone Bonus, hooking you up with cash every single weekday. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
The Bone Bonus is back. 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio.
Hey Tampa Bay, when it comes to your home, confidence matters. That's why families across the Bay have trusted Hawkins Service Company for over 30 years. From air conditioning and plumbing to electrical and pool equipment, Hawkins delivers 5-star service, backed by unmatched service guarantees and thousands of 5-star reviews. New customers receive 10% off any service. Just mention The Bone. Schedule online at HawkinsServiceCo.com. Hawkins Service Company. One call handles it all.
I'm Mo DeWitt, your Tampa injury attorney. I'm here to talk when you need me, ready to listen. You deserve someone who's available, responsive, and truly invested in your case. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. I'm just one call away at 1-800-CALL-MO. Are you stuck with medical bills after an accident that wasn't your fault? I'm Tampa injury attorney Mo DeWitt, and I'll fight to make sure those responsible pay, not you. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com.
Hi, I'm Patrick Thomas.
And I'm Heather Thomas from Bolt Electric, where we believe that the right way is the only way to do home electrical.
We believe the National Electrical Code is really the minimum standard, not the maximum standard.
We believe you deserve better electrical parts and better service.
We believe in ongoing training for our electricians.
Because there's no end to learning and improving.
Because at Bolt, we believe your safety is our core priority. Electrical problem? Call Bolt.
Online at boltelectric.com.
You could win a new Corvette at the Florida Strawberry Festival from Stingray Chevrolet Plant City and Stingray Chevrolet Bartow, the 17th annual new vehicle raffle. This year, you could win a brand new 2026 Corvette Z06. Tickets still just $5. Every dollar benefits unity in the community. Enter at StingrayChevroletRaffle.com. Together, let's drive. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 or older. $5 per entry. Void where prohibited. Winner selected March 8th, 2026 at 5 p.m. EDT. All proceeds benefit Unity in the Community, Inc. See official rules for details.
Hi, it's Bob, Badger Bob from Badger Bob Services, and we're in Tampa Bay now.
That's right, Badger Bob's is now in Tampa. And as a special welcome, get any size complete cooling system for only $99.99 a month with $0 down. Plus, you get Badger Bob's unbeatable lifetime warranty. All repairs, annual tune-ups, and even filters are no additional charge for life.
Get your free in-home estimate at BadgerBobs.com. Badger Bobs.
License CAC 1815977.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, are you really ready for retirement? Listen to Money Made Modern with Sheridan Murphy. Saturdays at 10 a.m. on 102.5 The Bone.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain. I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
Monica, I got to tell you, you're so predictable sometimes.
What was that?
You're so predictable sometimes.
What did I do? What? Actually, I hate that.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because there are songs when I play that we're going to break.
Oh, I love
Like
Prince.
we played Prince.
I love Prince.
I knew you were going to let this thing play out until the hook. I knew you were going to let it play out all the way.
I did, and
there are other songs that I play where you can't hit that button fast enough.
I don't care. I when I was listening to it, I realized, I'm like, oh, this is still playing, and otherwise it would have still been playing. I'm just grooving to it. I like Prince. Damn it.
You're funny. I'm surprised you got out before the raspberry beret.
That's because I panicked. Yeah, I
panicked. You brought it right up to to the
I
post.
was like, oh shoot, this is still playing. Oh my god, I gotta go. Ridiculous.
What this?
Oh,
didn't you tell me you wanted to talk about something?
Yeah. Have you been seeing this? Because you're a football guy. When I say football, I mean soccer. Like me, have you seen what's going on with Beckham and his son and his whole family?
Yeah, I haven't really been paying a lot of attention to it, but I just kind of see that they're writing, like basically the kids writing the parents off, or the parents are getting rid of the kid. I don't know. What is it, like social media? Like the kids bitching about the parents on social media, something like that?
Yeah, which is, kind of common. He was like saying stuff like, oh, they do stuff on social media just for social media. I'm like, well, yeah, that's what celebrities do. That's the whole point for them.
Yeah, but they put family stuff. Like, what is he bitching about that they're putting family stuff out there?
Well, no, the more recent thing that I thought was crazy was, I guess he just had a wedding, and he was, about to go do a dance with his wife, and like Mark Anthony is like, and now the groom is going to dance with the most beautiful woman in the room, and he gets up there, and it's his mom.
It wasn't the mom.
It was
his mom. He said the most beautiful woman in the room, and it was.
It should be the bride. It should always be the bride.
Exactly.
What are you doing?
So she ran out the room crying.
Well, first of all, get over it. Like, that's not running out of the room crying problem. What I would have done was busted his balls for a long time.
Right. I would agree with that, but it sounds kind of like that's just how those parents are. They're so controlling and so crazy that
Monica,
she's probably reached a bowling point.
Yeah.
After the wedding was over and they go back to the hotel room and he's trying to get laid. If I was her, I'd have been like, 100%. Why don't you go have sex with the most beautiful woman in the room?
Yeah.
I would pull a JP. That would last into family lore. Like, I would forever remind him who the most beautiful woman in the world was, and it ain't me.
Like, he's just telling her, you're so hot. She's like, not as hot as your mom.
100%. 100%.
I mean, I don't understand it. It brings me back. It's just the way I was raised. If there are issues, you keep it in house.
Yeah.
That's the way I was raised. Like, nobody outside the house needs to know what's going on inside the house.
Airing dirty laundry.
There's never any reason for it. And even Roger and I have been together for 26 years, right? We have never had it out on the air. We've never had it out. There's never been jabs on social media. If there are,
I've known you under 10, and we've had it on. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but it's a whole different thing. It started out as a completely different thing from what it is now, right?
Yeah.
So with him, it was never, you just, if there were issues, when there were issues, and there have been, you just close the door, you iron it out, and you move on. Yeah. Especially like family stuff. I mean, listen, I talk about my family stuff on the air, but a lot of it's funny. I'm not. I mean, yeah, maybe I guess maybe I'm being a little bit hypocritical because I have aired stuff about, my in-laws and that kind of stuff. But I don't know. It's just like an ongoing battle between celebrities over, the tweeting against the kid. And the mom was doing a wedding dress and then took the wedding dress away. And the bride had to go find a new wedding dress. I'm like, this is just so much.
Yeah, it's I feel like
this is like Kardashian-esque.
Yes, it's in their sphere, in their world, and something that I just don't. We all have other problems, and maybe, and that's, nobody's life is perfect. Maybe this is meant to tell us, they're not over there swimming in pools of money, happy. There's drama, no matter what happens. But ladies and gentlemen, calm it down.
Also, in that story, I don't know if you probably didn't hear this. When they danced, they said she danced so inappropriately with him. Like, they were like, this is your son.
Did you see it? I want to see that one to believe it. I don't care. Like you just said, they said, I want to know what they saw. Like, I want to see what they saw and then, make my own interpretation of that one.
Yeah.
But you know what? This is something like, poor or middle-class families don't ever do. We don't talk to our family through attorneys.
No.
Like the kid is now basically had his attorneys tell their attorneys that there'll be no contact unless it's through lawyers. It's like, all right, you little spoiled.
Now let's
how about you little spoiled
down.
prick? How about this? Go make it on your own. Now you're off the, you know what I'm saying? Like, now you're off the teat.
Yeah.
Good luck. Because you know what? You're not a famous footballer.
No.
You're not. I don't even know what the kid does. I know he tried to be.
No, is he an actor? I feel like I see his face.
Was he one of the ones who tried playing? I thought that was Romeo. Because he played for like Inter and stuff. Like
I didn't realize. I thought that was the kid.
Oh no!
So what is this punk bringing to the table? Other than
exactly.
Yeah. I mean, listen. It does when a family doesn't get along with whoever. Like, it would really suck if I know the fact that my mother-in-law and I don't get along drives my wife crazy. Right?
Well, it's to be in the middle,
and it sucks 100%, and I understand that. If my son is getting married, and all of a sudden there's a rift that takes my son away from my wife, do you know what I'm saying? Like, my son takes the new wife's side over his mom.
Yeah,
that's going to be that.
It has to happen that way.
I get it. So what do they say? When your daughter gets married, you gain a son. No, what is it?
I never heard.
There's something about basically you lose a son. When your daughter gets married, you gain a son, but when your son gets married, you lose it.
You lose a son?
Or your son gets married, you gain a daughter and lose a son. I don't know, something along those lines. But basically, when all is said and done, your son's pretty much gone because he's going to take his wife's side over everything. And I guess you kind of have to, but.
Hold on.
When your daughter gets married, you gain a son. A son is a son till he takes a wife, but a daughter is a daughter for the rest of her life.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, I knew I was.
The daughter's
all right, so I crucified it. My bad.
Big time.
My bust.
I'm impressed you even the fact that you had a memory of anything related where you can't be picky.
I just heard it the other day. That's why. I just heard it the other day, and I was like, huh.
If you had to, for $10,000 cash right now, repeat what Garrett said. Don't repeat it, Garrett.
Not a chance.
Oh, come on.
Not a chance.
Daughter.
No.
There's wife and life in there. You can't. Oh my God.
A son is a son till he finds a wife. A daughter is a daughter for the rest of your life.
Close.
Is that it?
Very, very close.
Son is a son till he takes a wife, but a daughter's a daughter all of her life.
That was very close.
I was close. I feel like I should get $5,000 for that at least.
I'll check you a couple of gift certificates to Safety Harbor Resort and Spa. How about that?
Maybe $7,500. Yeah. So where is that whole thing off to? Is that now it's just like kind of static and they're not talking to each other and that's the end of it? And there's just something new in the. So what was the response? I saw the kid lash out, said there'll be no contact other than attorneys.
Okay, and all I want to say is, first of all, there are families that are sincerely torn apart by serious things like that emotionally and physically are scarred where there's no contact anymore. Real stuff. This.
She just seems like she kind of sucks, though.
The daughter?
No.
The new wife? Or the mom?
Posh Spice.
Oh, you don't like her?
And she just seems like she kind of sucks. Even when I was watching that Beckham thing, and she's over there lying on camera, and he has to come in and be like,
That's not true. That's not how that went down. I saw that.
Your parents were really rich. Why are you lying? She just seems like she fakes it a lot, and
It's like that movie, The Jerk. I was born a poor black child.
I do.
He's a white dude.
But she was hot when she was.
When she was posh.
Yeah, she was one of my favorites. She was her and Scary, obviously.
Yeah, Scary.
I liked Baby.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
She was fun.
Baby was like the least bangable one of the bunch.
Oh, come on. I like Baby and Sporty, if I'm picking.
Who was Dirty Spice? Which one was?
There was no Dirty Spice, bro.
No, there was Scary, there was Posh, there was Sporty, there was Baby, and there was another one.
Yep, Ice Spice.
No.
I know who it is. Just
right. She was the one who just had the big breakup with her.
I'll give you a hint. Gareth recently had a very close connection to someone you would call that.
Yep. That's a great clue. Come on,
Corey? No.
Close? No. I'm just kidding. I didn't know her.
Think physically.
Remember what one of his recent chicks looked like, and what color hair she might have had, and what one might call. I'm just telling you now.
Redheads, but redheads. No, what was it? I forgot.
What are they called? What are redheads called?
Ginger Spice.
Oh, God,
Ginger Spice.
No, it wasn't.
R.
No, it wasn't.
We don't want to offend Ginger.
He's like, I got the joke.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's Ginger Spice.
Yeah, it was Ginger Spice. Like she was the one that did Playboy.
Yeah.
She was the one that did Playboy.
Ooh, fire crotch, and was there fire crotch? I want to see that.
I want to look it up. I'm trying to just Google that.
I don't know why I haven't already looked it up.
Yeah,
I didn't.
But I tell you what, anytime there were ever any rumblings of a Spice Girl reunion, people lose their mind. A.
Well,
B. It's always Posh Beckham that gums up the works.
Yeah. It's not her thing anymore.
Always.
I'm not saying.
I gotcha. But you know what? What's funny, and I get it, Monica, but I look at it like this because I was just doing a story this morning about the dude from Poison, Bret Michaels, right? So they had been talking about a Poison tour, and everything was all set to go. They had an agreement that they thought was all accepted, but then all of a sudden, Bret Michaels turns out and wants $6 to every $1 the rest of the band gets.
Well, but why?
Well, my point is, I'm saying that's kind of scummy because Bret Michaels he's the face of Poison. He is the sound of Poison. He sings the songs, and he goes out and does those Bret Michaels party gras tours every single year, and he's out making money, right? If Poison's not on the road, these guys don't make any money. So for 2 months out of your life, 3 months out of your life, why not let your bandmates eat?
Team player.
Right?
Team player.
Let
not
them
about
eat.
you.
So with Posh, she's got the Beckham stuff and she comes from money. Like these they have nothing but the Spice Girls. So you can't suck it up for 2 months and go out on the road, have a good time. You act like you're going out there with, somebody's putting a gun to your head.
Yeah.
And threatening, go out, have a good time, sing the songs, and just go let your bandmates eat. I don't get it.
I understand what you're saying. And again, it's a team mentality versus a me. And if he has something to say, if he feels some type of way about deserving more money or whatever, like you just said, it's irrelevant if you're keeping money off of other people's.
Yeah, let him eat.
It's not your heyday. It's not 1988.
Right.
And, this is just meant to be.
I understand it. He can go out and do the Bret Michaels summer tour and make all the money, or he can go out with Poison. You're going to play much bigger venues.
Also, fans-wise, I think fans would rather see the whole.
Of course they
everybody.
Would. Of course they would. But now you're going to go out. I got to get $6. So if we're getting $1 million, if the band is getting $1 million, you're getting $600,000.
God forbid, Roger and JP and Brett break up today, and there is no more. And in 10 years, people are like, we want a Roger and JP reunion. We need you to do a month of live shows, 2 or 3 a week, and it'll be in Long Island. Do you do it?
It wouldn't be about, if I didn't do it, it wouldn't be about money.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I don't have rock star money. Either does Rock. We don't have rock star money, so it's not about that. We don't. Trust me when I tell you we don't.
You wouldn't do it for the money? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying money wouldn't be the reason I would or wouldn't do it.
I don't believe that for a second.
Yeah, I think your money motivates.
No,
I think money motivates you a lot more than.
No, but I wouldn't. It wouldn't be. So let's just say Raj retires. He's out of the game.
Okay.
My career continues on, and it is what it is. And then all of a sudden they start asking for a reunion.
Yeah.
If I was going to do it, it wouldn't be only if I got more money than he did.
You wouldn't negotiate if they came to you with flat fees for you and for Roger, and it's equal. That's okay with you. You wouldn't. You're saying what you're saying is you wouldn't be like, well, only if I get more than Roger because I'm still in the business and blah blah blah.
Right. It would never be that.
Sounds like you're cutting bread out completely.
No, you said. Well, I just was going to the names on the marquee. That's all.
I'm kidding.
Josh on line 1. What's up, man?
Hey, with the Beckham thing, so what happened was he was dancing with his wife for the first song, and Posh actually cut in. That's what upset her. And the other thing is, with him cutting the family off, it doesn't really matter because her family is billionaires in America. I don't know exactly what they do. They were talking about it on Council this morning, but her family they're billionaires. And then also, he took her last name.
Oh, that's a punk move right there. Yeah, he took her last name. My buddy Matt did that too.
Yeah,
it's what it is.
Yeah, but I don't think
she
didn't cut in. It says right here in front of our 500 wedding guests, Mark Anthony called me to the stage. Where in the schedule was planned to be a romantic dance with my wife, but instead it was my mom waiting to dance with me.
That's what he said.
What Galvin had said was that they were dancing, and then Mark Anthony made that announcement, and then she cut in. So maybe he just misinterpreted it wrong.
I want to see. Yeah, I want to see the video. I want to know exactly what happened.
That's
Thanks,
what I'm
man.
saying. It was a wedding and
Josh.
no one has a video they could post or sold to TMZ or something?
I guess.
What if she was just twerking on this guy?
In my head, when you said inappropriate dancing, that's what I assumed.
Or you know when they do that move in like tangos or whatever, sexy dance, where they turn to the guy and like their backs to them, they like slowly go down with her.
Yeah. Her legs out and slowly comes in.
Her hand ends on his groin area. Like, yo, what is this family?
Yeah. Well, whatever happens. You know, who cares? In the grand scheme of things, you know, it's an interesting story real quick, but how does it, doesn't affect our lives at all. And that's why I always try to keep this stuff, I'll read the headline, see it for a second, and then you just kind of keep moving on because in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. And it's not even all that. I'm not knocking on the story. I'm just like sitting there like these are just spoiled dicks.
I'm saying,
that's all they are. They're spoiled dicks.
It's important to them because they're not worried about paying rent this month. So they don't have the problems that some of us have. They have their own. And so, I don't want to discount their feelings. They're allowed to.
I'll discount their feelings all day. I don't care what a Beckham thinks.
I hope
and they don't care what I think.
I hope they realize they're understand what's happening in America and how some people can't afford things. And we don't need your family rich wedding, rich white drama. We just don't need
it.
But
I don't know if they're the ones putting it out there or the kid. There's people that are just scouring social media looking for the angles to go get stories, to go get likes, to go get hits, and all the other stuff. I would be surprised. I would like to think it would be surprising if the parents were the ones that were putting the story out. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's cringe.
Because they got to understand. They got to understand that none of this is likable in the court of public opinion.
That's what I'm saying. Sense the tone. You understand what's really happening in the world, and then what you're saying right now.
For him, he's got to, with that Miami, football team that he's got going on there, he's got, he's in the public eye. He should care about the way he's viewed.
Oh, 100%.
He should give a rat's ass, and he should do everything he can to make this thing go away as quickly as possible. I would think. And if I was his partners, I would make him do whatever it took to make this thing go away as quickly as possible.
Also, then their whole wedding, like the anniversary, like remember when blah blah blah. Also, no contact, dramatic much. Let's not get crazy.
I know. All right, it's JP with Monica Dizzy, 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio.
Your everlasting summer, you can see it fading fast. So you grab a piece of something that you think is gonna last. Well, you wouldn't even know a diamond if you held it in your hand.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone. where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning.
I used to talk about the weather as small talk. Now I talk about McValue deal days at McDonald's. A 4-piece Chicken McNuggets Happy Meal for just $2.99 on Sundays? I'm chit-chatting about it. 6-piece Chicken McNuggets for just 99 cents on Wednesdays. Catch me yapping all day, dude. I'm not even mad about it. You want deals? You need the app. Get 99-cent McNuggets and a $2.99 Happy Meal only in the app. These deals will definitely give you something to talk about. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Valid Sundays and Wednesdays in January and February at participating McDonald's. Valid once per day. Must opt into rewards.
I'm Mo DeWitt, your Tampa injury attorney. I'm here to talk when you need me. Ready to listen. You deserve someone who's available, responsive, and truly invested in your case. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. I'm just one call away at 1-800-CALL-MO. Are you stuck with medical bills after an accident that wasn't your fault? I'm Tampa injury attorney Mo DeWitt, and I'll fight to make sure those responsible pay, not you. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com.
Slow drains or backups? Don't wait for a bigger mess. Hawkins Service Company, trusted by Tampa Bay homeowners for over 30 years, is offering a $49 drain cleaning to prevent costly plumbing repairs. Schedule today at HawkinsServiceCo.com.
Are your investments in the right accounts? What's best, traditional or Roth? Are you receiving all available tax deductions? Are you paying as little in tax as you can? These are all questions you can't afford to get wrong. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth, and in many cases, it's not what you make, but it's what you keep that makes the real difference. Trajan Wealth and Trajan Tax work closely together exclusively. No more guessing about whether you should do a Roth conversion, or if maxing out your 401k is really the best option. Our nationally recognized fiduciary advisors and CPA team work in tandem to make sure your tax strategy works with your investment strategy. We'll even do your tax preparation. One team, one strategy. Isn't it time for a second opinion? Call Trajan today at 813-212-0500. That's 813-212-0500.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
Now that we're getting older, we've been putting more thought into maintaining our health.
We knew the water we drink every day could be filled with contaminants. So
we called Leaf Home Water Solutions.
They came to our home and did a free water test and gave us the analysis right away.
We were shocked at what we saw.
They found heavy metals like iron and copper.
Our own tap water was putting our health at risk. But Leaf Home Water Solutions made it easy to get safer water from every tap and hose. A whole home solution.
They have more than 250 product combinations and designed a system that fits our needs and budget. The installation took less than a day.
With Leaf Home Water Solutions, our water is safer and healthier. When we drink, when we cook, when we shower, even when we garden.
We feel better about our health.
Thanks to Leaf Home Water Solutions.
Schedule your free home water test today at leafhome.com/free and save 15% on all home water treatment systems. That's leafhome.com/free for your free home water test and 15% off. leafhome.com/free.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
The JP featured cut of the day. Listen right now on the 102.5 The Phone app. Sponsored by JustCallMo.com, Tampa's injury attorney. And now, back to JP.
JP, 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio, 800-771-1025. That's the phone number if you want to chime in. We're about 16 minutes away from the Bone bonus. Your shot at $1,000. And I forgot to mention this yesterday. I think Diz asked me about my Mount Rushmore. I forgot about Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, she's on your Rushmore?
You've been talking about her a lot. I feel like I think your Rushmore might rotate. Like I feel like
It might.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely want Jennifer Lawrence on there too. Because she was, I don't know what the awards thing was, but she came out, she was like just effing stunning. Stunning.
She's cute, but she's not even like the hottest like blonde to me.
She's not cute. She's hot.
Yeah,
I'm not saying she's the hottest blonde. I'm just saying she's sexy. And more important, if you watch her in interviews, so cool.
Oh, really?
So cool. Yeah, funny, cool. Yeah. I watched for whatever reason, there was a period of time where in my like little short video feeds, whatever it's like stories or whatever the hell, like her stuff was coming up. And like her on late night TV, and she's self-deprecating. She doesn't think too much. Like she's just cool.
Okay, yeah.
But I guess she was on Amy Poehler's podcast.
That's a popular podcast.
Is it really taking off? I love Amy Poehler. I think she's great.
Yeah, didn't it win?
It won like the best one or
yeah,
whatever.
they at the Golden Globes or whatever they do podcasts now, right? And she won.
I got news for you. You can't have a best podcast
Yeah.
if you don't have Rogan. You can't have. You stop it.
But
Anyway, I'm not
need
saying it's
Rogan
not.
and Pat.
I'm not saying it's not great. I'm just saying if you're going to give out the awards, you got to have the biggest kahunas on there. And if you're leaving Rogan off of it for obvious reasons, then it's not really the greatest podcast. However, I love Amy Poehler, and I think she's hysterical. And I didn't even know she had a podcast. But Jennifer Lawrence just did it, and I guess they started talking about her nicknames. And the nicknames that she answers to are Floffin, Nitro, and Boobs.
And Boobs?
Yeah, and I think that's with her husband, boyfriend, whatever it is. Like, those are the ones she answers to. And she was just joking around, and she goes, yep, Boobs Lawrence. That's the full government name, and started talking about that. And she didn't get into, like, floffing, whatever that means, and that her brothers nicknamed her Nitro when she was a kid.
Oh, my God.
Because she was always just, like, so hyper and bouncing off the wall, they started calling her Nitro.
Oh, that's a good one.
Which I think is funny. But I started getting to, like, went to the boobs thing. I'm like, I've never been, and maybe this is sad, I've never been in a relationship where there were, like, pet names or nicknames.
Oh, really?
Ever.
That's insane to me.
What do you guys call it? By your first names and that's it?
Nicole.
Yeah.
Yes, John.
Full
Nick.
first name.
Nick. And it's maybe once in a blue moon, babe, but Nicole might say babe, but I'm talking rare. I've never been the sweetheart, honey, none of that stuff.
Probably, whenever I get in a relationship, I probably call them pet names more than their real name.
Do you? Like what?
Like what? Boo, baby girl.
Really? Baby.
Yeah.
The boyfriend I had before all of this, whatever this, we got people would be mad at us because we barely said our names. It would just be baby. We said, okay, baby. What? Like, it was too much baby. It was
an that coming from you, man.
It was an excess of baby. Looking back, it probably was, but at the time, it was very sweet. You can't? Why not?
I can't see that. It was like that conversation we had a couple of weeks ago. I don't know that person.
I mean, no, I guess you don't because I wasn't in a relationship. But we were sitting on our, like, just baby, okay, baby, yes, baby, you're right, baby. Like, everything was baby. Honestly, looking back, it was probably annoying. At the time, I thought it was sweet, but maybe it was too much.
God.
What? What are you saying? I mean, you're making it sound like I'm an evil. Oh,
No. See, don't go there. Don't do that.
I'm saying that's my feeling right now. I allowed my feelings.
Just never seen. I've never seen that. I've never encountered that from you, and I can't even picture it.
I haven't been in a relationship. I go all in.
So, to be fair, I would agree that, like, if I was telling a story, I'd be like, yeah, so blah, blah, I call my girl blue and blah, blah, blue. I feel like you go, ugh, kind of cringe.
Yeah.
That's how I feel like you would react.
I think you're right. I think, and I even when I saw you and your ex and stuff like that, you guys were sweet, and it wasn't fighting by any means. It was just, I didn't see you as lovey-dovey. That's behind that's behind the curtain things for y'all, and that's fine. But with us, we were very PDA and verbal about, But that's just, I'm telling you, I go all in. I'm all in, and when I give, I give. Just not going to give it to everybody.
Do you think, and I know you put this either on your image board or your wish list or whatever thing you wrote and stuck it in a sock in a drawer.
That's not how any of that works, but okay.
And you end up, well, I know you had one of the things that you were open to in 2026 was a relationship.
Yes.
Now, that sounds like, from what you just described about baby, like that sounds like a completely different personality.
It's not. It's me. It's just me in a relationship.
Right. But that's different than what I've encountered for the past 10 years. It's different.
There's no one to baby. Like, there's no one to call baby right now.
Right.
If there was someone to call baby, I would.
The point that I wanted to get to is, do you think that if you end up in a relationship at some point this year, you are going to soften up, like even personality-wise do you think it's going to make you a softer person, less guarded?
I don't. Okay, guarded is better. I think I'm an extremely soft person. I truly do. My first thought is feelings, not any other. Like I think of the other person. I think I'm an extremely soft person. Now, guards down as far as romance goes. I understand what you're saying. I'm not going to call everybody, but I'm not going to get into a relation. I'm not going to meet a guy and then a week later be all in love and call him baby. That's not how it works for me.
Right. But if that does happen, do you think it'll trickle out on the air?
I think if anything, I won't be guarded. I'll share what I want, but I will be guarded of the relationship. I will be like, if he doesn't like something, if he doesn't want stuff to go on the air, I will absolutely take that into consideration because that's real life, you know?
You know what I've learned with that? That's a ask for forgiveness, not permission kind of thing. Just put it out there.
This is the guy who doesn't have to be in the fight with the guy later on. I will say this.
I'm married to it for 25 years.
It takes a special person to be able to date someone who isn't just radio, but in talk radio, like what we do. And I will say the one good thing, I know we have a lot of bad things to say about my ex-husband. He was unbelievable. When guys would call and flirt, and I flirted back, didn't affect him. He knew.
Yeah, because he was banging somebody on the side.
This is before we were married. I'm just saying. I'm saying he understood that it was radio and what radio was, and that takes a secure man. And I like that.
Yeah, when I first got here, my fiance did not understand what we do here. She hated most of the things I would say. Like when I first was on air, I was not me because I was very sheltered and would hold back with jokes because I would do something and be like, oh man, that was great, and then I'd get back to the place and she'd I can't believe you said this or this, and it wouldn't be related to her. It was just a certain joke.
Yeah.
For instance, the jokes I make with you about race, she would be on Monica's side, I can't believe you did that.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Okay,
Yes. She's like, that's so, but it would be mostly that's so insulting to black people. Oh, well, it was funny. Kind of true. So.
Yeah, I feel like it does take a specific person who, and secure, it's not just secure, but it's understanding what's happening. I don't want to have any fights when I get done doing my job like I've always done it. So if you're asking me if I would change, I don't think I would change my persona. I am still who I am. This is me. And if someone has to adapt to that and understand this is my job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I'm married to a doctor, I can't get mad that they have to go in at midnight for whatever reason. That's their job.
It's so funny you said it because when that was happening, SBK was still around. Shout out to SBK. And he kind of said the same thing. He goes, man, you got to choose kind of it's going to be a choice you're going to have to make. Do you want to be a radio guy and let your personality shine and entertain? Or do you want to be a guy that's making her happy? Because those are two different things. She doesn't sound like she gets with your careers. And he goes, this is going to sound kind of hard to say, but doesn't sound like she's just the support you need in your life. And I was engaged and stuff at this point. So I was like, damn. I was like,
it's a tough choice. But
what do I do?
It also doesn't have to be a choice. And that's what I'm saying. I'm looking for a guy who I don't have to make that choice. You just fall right in line. And
of course.
And I'm not sitting here saying, listen, if you're going to, if there's going to be something funny that happened and it might be a little negative in his light in, as far as he goes, I'm still going to say it, but have his back. There's a way to say it and have his back.
Yeah, I know. I've done, dodged those landmines for a long time.
I also feel like I take your wife's side on a lot of things you say, too.
You do.
So, I mean, it's not like
you do.
We're all ganging up on your wife.
Listen, being married to me is not easy. Yeah. I'm a little cray-cray. I'll be the first to admit it. But I will say this, though. I was thinking about it because we don't do the nickname things. It's no honey, sweetie, blah, blah, blah. But I do allow myself to get mushy.
What is that?
Like
in
what?
what way?
Now, hold on. This is what I don't see because in my head you don't like to be silly. You out and out say you don't want to be silly.
It's not necessarily being silly. How do I put this?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I do let the guard down. It's not all jokes.
Okay, you're not really answering the question. Though.
I'm trying to figure out a way to. I'm trying
Just
to
give us an
out
example what you do. That
I
you
mean,
meant
it's
that.
like I'm a big fan of like snuggling and that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's
And-
not okay.
Right, but it's not. That's. I mean, but that's the extent of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
You're
what
like,
else.
I do like being in a relationship. That's basically what you just said. Like,
I
I
do
do like cuddle. I do like to kiss her. Like,
Yeah, no, but I'm trying to figure out like how to.
I know. I need to know. I need.
yeah.
I want to hear. Do you like?
Because the
vibe
example
or,
you
like,
gave is what everyone does in a relationship.
Has the word
know.
schmooze ever exited your mouth? Schmooze.
I know. I'm
schmoopy.
just like I'm
I do
trying not
hold
to
her
sound.
hand.
I'm trying not to sound like
say the words "I love you."
Yeah.
I'm trying. On occasion.
Sap. You.
Like, listen,
you silly
I
sap.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I guess there's no way. Like, I'm not trying to say that I am somehow too cool for the nicknames and the
Yeah.
schmoopies and the schmoopy
feel
stuff.
like
That's
you are.
not. But no, it's not about that. It's just that not
It doesn't seem natural to you.
right. I never
get
grew.
you.
I didn't grow up seeing it or hearing it, so I guess it just never worked its way to me. You know, and I know Nicole comes from a similar situation in that department, but yeah, I don't. I just it never. I do have a soft side. I don't know how to describe it though.
Either do I. I don't understand what you're saying because your soft side right now seems like just a person in a relationship.
Yes.
I need to know like what above and beyond. What extra do you do? What kind of like the word schmoopy? I'm telling you, or like is there a sweetie weedy or a
No.
I do talk to her when I get up for the day. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Do you have a voice?
the
Okay, so
relationship.
my ex would have when I will say this, my ex-husband, it was cute. And you're gonna laugh all you want, and this is what I mean when I ask you if you go above and beyond. So he would say something, and he would want me to be like, oh. So he would say like, he would get that voice. He'd be like, oh. He would get like a voice, a really
Yeah, I could do that.
he
Almost the
could,
same
like-
way I talk to the dogs.
yes,
kinda
yeah, ish like that.
Yeah,
Now, would
that-
you talk to your wife that way?
Yes.
Okay, well then that's a little
Yes.
of extra. That is a little above
Yes.
and beyond.
Right, but now I feel like I talk to her the same way I talk to the dogs, which is not good.
No, I mean it's. But you really love your dog, so that to me is a
I do.
compliment. Yeah.
I really love my wife too.
If both your
She's
wife
cool.
and your wife is and Duke are on a burning building.
See, here's the problem with that question.
Yep, let's get to
You
it.
better say wife.
Let's
You better
get
say
to
that.
it.
It's just gonna be some Beckham level family drama.
Due to insurance reasons, there is a financial incentive for me to leave my wife in the burning house.
That's
Good point.
And then you
Good
just
point.
said you weren't motivated by money. Come on,
I can see why you don't call her nicknames.
get to attach you. You might have to make a decision.
She's just a tax write-off, is what I'm
No,
hearing.
I would absolutely get my wife out of the fire first.
By the way, that's a nightmare scenario. You would do both. You would find a way. That's crazy.
Right, I would get my wife out first, and chances are
Duke follows.
I would run back in for both of those dogs. Although my guess is the puppy would have already ran out, not caring about anybody. That puppy would have.
How is little Poppy? Is Poppy right? Poppycito.
Yeah, she's nuts. She's cool.
But Duke and her get along.
Yeah, yeah, they fight all the time. But like that playful fighting, like
Yeah.
if he's got a toy, she's got to come over and try to take it from him,
Is
and vice versa.
Oh, did they like the Christmas toys? Did they tear
Yes,
them
they
apart
did.
instantly?
They're gone.
I went.
They're gone.
You said they were going to be instantly gone. Does Duke seem happier?
Yes.
Okay, good. That was your whole point,
100%.
right?
Mission
Yeah.
accomplished in that department.
Good.
Duke has definitely got a little more pep in his step. He's not as just like kind of mopey.
Yeah.
They're running around together. They go outside. You know, they're wrestling. They're doing all that kind of stuff. So yeah, mission accomplished as far as the adding the puppy. And the puppy's definitely brought an energy into the house.
Has the
which
name
is,
like...
which is cool. Yes, and the name is now kind of like, okay, it makes sense.
Yeah. It's grown on you. Yeah.
Yeah. Although I watched a movie, believe it or not, I watched a movie over the weekend that I started watching because I liked the title. It was like The People We Meet on Vacation or something like that.
Yeah.
And I started watching it. I figured but it wasn't real. I mean, it was kind of about vacation, but it ended up being some sort of mushy love story. But I was, for whatever reason, it got me, and I watched it by myself.
Oh, no, why didn't you just give up on it once you saw what it wasn't and move on?
I don't know. Like the character got me, and the character's name was Poppy.
Oh, you were in.
The character's name was Poppy. I watched the whole movie. I got to be honest with you. I'm not usually like chick flick and it wasn't a romantic comedy. I don't even know what you would call it.
I'm going to ask you a
But
question.
it was a good movie.
You asked me earlier if I'm in a relationship, am I going to soften up on the air? You're softening in front of our eyes. So are you, once you get older, once you're 56 and get closer to 60, will you just become softy watching rom-coms with your puppies?
Hey, listen, it wasn't done on purpose.
But
The
you
movie
did it.
just sucked- the
Old
movie
JP,
sucked me in.
high school JP would have laughed at you and mocked you, and you would have turned it off instantly.
Yeah, I was high. I ain't gonna lie.
Ah, that'll do it.
I ate a gummy,
That'll do it.
which I don't usually do. Usually I just would fall asleep, but I didn't fall asleep. And I like I said, I liked the title, so I clicked on it and started watching it. And 5 minutes later, I thought I would be gone, but I wasn't gone.
Yeah, you didn't. Then you're not
Yeah.
softening up.
No, but I will give somebody $1,000.
Ew.
Could do that.
Here we go, Bone fam. The Bone Bonus. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
Job. All right. It is your job to go to the 1025 The Bone app. And when you see Bone Bonus, put in the word job. And you have a shot to win $1,000. Again, just a reminder, if it gets to it, you have until 12:30 to do it, right? So if right after 12:30, if you get a phone call from a phone number that you don't know, answer the phone. Because if it's us and you don't answer, we give the $1,000 to the next person up. All right? Job is the word. So just use it and go to the app and put in the word job for the Bone Bonus. I wish you the best of luck. And if you don't win this hour, you'll have another shot again at 2 o'clock with Senning. All right? It's JP, Monica, Dizzy, 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio.
You're listening to JP on 1025 The Bone. Did you miss the Mike Calta show today?
These two fat losers drive around Disney by themselves. That's going to be our.
You don't want those pictures on the internet.
No, I want. That's going to be our internet. Our internet footprint.
I don't care.
And all the good things that we tried to do on the internet that didn't stick.
Yeah.
Sad fat dads makes it.
See you at the Magic Kingdom, folks. Come find me.
Listen to the Mike Calta show every weekday morning at 6 a.m. on The Bone. Or anytime with the full show replay on the free 1025 The Bone app.
Ahoy, Tampa! Party like a pirate at 1025 The Bone's Kegs and Eggs pregame at McDidden's. January 31st, starting at 9 a.m. Free breakfast, beads, live DJ, and your first Michelob Ultras on the house. No cover until 11 a.m. 21 and up. It's Gatsby 2026. Be there or walk the plank.
If you've been injured, we're prepared and ready to help. Call Farah & Farah anytime.
Tampa.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
New year, new me, fresh, clean car. And the only way to achieve it is Bubble Down Car Wash with locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, Palm Harbor, and Spring Hill. You'll have the cleanest car in town every time. You bull down.
Find your path at Hillsborough College. HC offers affordable, flexible options for earning an associate degree or certificate. Our dynamic learning environment offers expert faculty and engaging student life, and our convenient class schedules fit your schedule. Then, seamlessly transfer to a 4-year university or start your career right away. At HC, we'll get you there. Register now at hcfl.edu.
You could win a new Corvette at the Florida Strawberry Festival from Stingray Chevrolet Plant City and Stingray Chevrolet Bartow, the 17th annual new vehicle raffle. This year, you could win a brand new 2026 Corvette Z06. Tickets still just $5. Every dollar benefits unity in the community. Enter at stingraychevroletraffle.com. Together, let's drive.
No purchase necessary. Must be 18 or older. $5 per entry. Void where prohibited. Winner selected March 8th, 2026 at 5 p.m. EDT. All proceeds benefit Unity in the Community, Inc. See official rules for details.
Kick off the new year by impressing her with a timeless diamond from my friends at the Golden Diamond Source. And if you're ready to pop the question, you'll find the perfect engagement ring only at the Golden Diamond Source. If January is her birthday or your 2nd or 6th wedding anniversary, you can use the jewel garnet. Right now, you'll get 15% off January's birthstone garnet. And while you're at the Golden Diamond Source, discover the Emily Collection by Emily Johnson Watts and Weintraub, a sleek and modern jewelry line that makes every day's gift extraordinary. And if you have some old, unused gold that you haven't had on in a while, you can turn it into cash or a stunning new piece. With gold prices soaring, there's no better time to trade up. All you need to do is bring it into the Gold and Diamond Source. Stop by and see them for all your jewelry needs, especially if you're thinking about getting engaged. No one has diamonds like the Gold and Diamond Source. The Gold and Diamond Source, 3800 Olmerton Road in Clearwater, and always online at goldendiamondsource.com.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck, and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
Kind of figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax, they know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Tune in for Reinventing Retirement, where premier wealth managers and retirement specialists discuss the most important and crucial retirement topics for your benefit. Reinventing Retirement, Saturdays at 9 a.m. and Sundays at 9 a.m. and again at 11 a.m. Only on 102.5 The Bone.
This is Mav, spokeseagle for Veteran Air, the home services company that's proud to serve you. Remember, when it comes to protecting your nest, you can soar with the eagles or run with the turkeys. At Veteran Air, our plumbing, electric, and HVAC techs are highly trained experts on a mission to deliver quality, timely, and reliable service. So don't settle for any gobble-gobble. Enlist Veteran Air for your next home services need.
Veteran Air. January is a time when many people look for simple ways to reset routines and build healthier habits, especially in the kitchen. Stocking up on dependable, high-quality ingredients takes the stress out of home cooking. With more, here's registered dietitian Roxana Asani.
Bush's recipe beans are the very best because they offer unbeatable taste and trusted quality. Grown, cooked, and canned in North America, they're a convenient way to bring flavorful, feel-good meals to the table. They're a reliable staple whether you're cooking more at home, watching your budget, or preparing meals for those you love.
Beans are versatile and support balanced meals, from soups and salads to bowls and dips.
Bush's recipe beans add plant-based protein and fiber to any meal. And there are plenty of ways to use them, like a Greek dense bean salad or a sweet potato breakfast bowl. Both are simple dishes that fit right into busy weeks.
For recipes and to find Bush's recipe beans near you, visit bushbeans.com.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Guys, if I could just have your attention.
Let's go! Turn it on now!
You might want to check this one out.
All right, here we go!
Stay right where you are.
Stand by to broadcast.
Okay, people, let's do this. Now we're ready to roll.
And now, it's JP.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
Hour number 2 of the show brought to you by JustCallMode.com, Tampa's injury attorneys. It's JP. If you want to watch the show, just go to YouTube, put in 1025 The Bone. You can watch the show. You can comment on the little chat box thing over there, and you can call in 800-771-1025. What'd you say?
Chat box thing?
Chat box thing.
Love it.
Right?
Old man describing.
Isn't that what the kids call it these days?
Nobody calls it that. No.
And if you want to watch later, you can tape the show and put it on the VCR. By the way, did you see your Buffalo Bills requested a head coaching interview with Brian Daboll?
I did, no. And I also tweeted, I retweeted Adam Schefter's announcement of that and put on top, no thank you, no please. Mm-mm.
Why, though?
No. No.
But why? I mean, Josh was successful with him.
Yeah, and then
so
and
why
I saw
not
what
bring
he did
in
as a head coach. I also just
you got to hold on a second. You got to realize that his first year with the Giants, he won Coach of the Year. It wasn't until he started firing people, like he started firing Wink Martin, then the wheels fell off. If he learned his lesson, then
I need young and she's not old, I guess, but I need fresh start. That feels like going backwards. I need fresh, young, new. I get his attachment to Buffalo where he grew up. I understand he and Josh have that thing. I need like long term, very long term, and I don't know that he's long term.
Yeah, I'll tell you who's getting right. Bruce Arians not a happy. Like, there's a lot of people chiming in and not in a good way regarding the Bills and firing this dude and upping this GM. Oh. Like, I was reading one thing where he's only got, since 2018, he's only got 2 players that went to the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
This GM, but for some reason, he's the guy.
They call him Big Baller Bean in Buffalo, okay? And as well, I understand what you're saying. And
I'm not saying anything. I'm just reading about it. I don't know who this guy. I never even heard of his name until they fired the head coach and they gave him a promotion.
Yeah, I think it was a horrible idea to give him a promotion. The coaches have to report to him. I think it's a horrible idea to give him any more power. But I also, he's the trust in the process guy and got McDermott. Like I feel like I can trust him with what Buffalo needs, not with the team or the coach. Like what long-term goodness is going to happen. He can see the future like that.
But from what I'm reading, he doesn't have much of a drafting track history.
No,
Don't you need that in a GM?
Yes, but also he's not the only one. It's not like him and he's the king and nobody else has any. I mean.
Well, he's got final say.
I will say this: I saw today that Pagula, one of the owner, was asked about wide receivers, blah blah blah, and he cut it off the question and said, "Let me just address Keon specifically. The coaching staff pushed for him. The coaching." Team wanted him.
Wanted who?
Keon Coleman. So it's like if you're Keon Coleman and you hear the owner say, that's all the coaching staff. That wasn't me. I wanted nothing to do with that. What do you?
Right.
Get me out of there.
Okay. So your owner throws his coaches under the bus?
That was, well, I guess I felt like that was more of an attack on Keon than anything, but maybe so. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan. Like, all those guys are supposed to be like, listen, it's on me. Listen, for years, there were a bunch of years, in the last years of Eli Manning's career, he had no offensive line, and he never pointed his finger at anybody else. I have to play better.
Josh Allen was crying at the podium saying it was all his fault. So
I understand that. I'm not saying a bad word about him. I'm just saying when a coach was like, yep, that guy effed that up, or those guys, it's their fault.
I don't like that.
No, it's weak.
It's supposed to be a team, and it's
douchey.
And ultimately, even if that happened with the coaches, pushing Pagula to say, okay, you don't say it you don't say it at that play.
No.
You know what I mean? That's not the play. Like
again, you keep it in house.
Yeah.
Comes back to that. So I guess Arians was on the McAfee show.
I love Pat McAfee.
And he was talking about, you know what? I'm warming up on that dude too.
I don't know why you ever
warming up. What do you mean?
Yeah,
I didn't watch the show. I didn't catch the show. I like the clips that I saw. I'm like, okay, this is guy he's yelling and screaming. I'm like, I don't know. I just didn't really get it all that much. But the more time I give it, the more I'm kind of like, okay. All right. I was wrong on this one. He's pretty,
If nothing else, watch the kicks that he gives. He gives away money if he grabs.
Yeah, I know.
Those are the best. Those, if nothing else, if you watch nothing else, watch his kicks.
The one thing I read is that he doesn't test well as far as people who watch not NFL game day, but college game day. Among the people, so they did I guess a study or not a study, polls among people who watch college game day. Like, he doesn't test well.
Understand the juxtaposition of Lee Corso, legend, and
Right.
Pat McAfee. Okay, understand that they were kicking one out and bringing one in. Understand the
Right.
youth-minded angle of Pat McAfee.
I don't know the age of the people they asked the question to.
All I'm saying is, I know there's a whole group of people who won't like him, but it's not because of him as much as it's because of who's leaving, he's replacing.
Mm-hmm.
That's people just don't like change.
So Arian says, he goes, this one baffles me. He goes, how Brandon Beane got elevated and Sean McDermott got fired. That just blows my mind because they didn't have any damn players. This guy is one of the best coaches in the league, and Brandon Beane gets an effing raise.
Right. Did you see the Pagula? Did you see what he said about the firing? He said he was asking. They had the whole end of the season press conference, and I was watching that. Pagula straight up said, "I based my firing of Sean McDermott on Denver's game." Like he said that.
Well, that was stupid.
Ridiculous.
Well, he had a bad game, but you got to realize he's got no weapon.
He literally said that. Yeah, base it on the game at Denver.
So your owner's kind of a dummy.
Well, nobody.
Sounds
yeah,
like it.
Nobody. People have been anti-Pagula for a little bit, but people also been pro. It's.
I know, but these the two things you just stated to me screams dummy.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing at today's thing. I don't know.
And Baker's out there. He's pissed off now.
For what?
I guess what's his the new coach? What's his Stefanski, whatever it is.
Was it Cleveland? What? Yeah.
Yeah, somebody tweeted out that the quarterbacks that he had in Cleveland were failures, and Baker chimed in and was like, you might want to back that one up, my man. I got him to the playoffs. And he goes, I cannot wait to see him twice a year. Welcome to the division, coach.
Yeah. He was like, still waiting for that call when I was sent away that you never gave me.
Like a piece of garbage. Yeah. I was sent away like garbage.
But also, we still have bowls. I wouldn't be talking that with my chest out that much. When it's like we went 1-1 against the Panthers, first of all, in the division. If we went 2-0, then I'd be like, all right, maybe speak with a little, passion, but
I understand
we're still
that,
struggling.
But you know what definitely helps you though? A quarterback that's pissed off and wants revenge.
That's a good point, yeah.
That's not a bad thing to have.
Do the lights double down? Like, you understand what's going on in the coaching world right now. McDermott's even available, and he's going to be like Harbaugh, being able to write his own ticket or whatever. Do you double down and say, nope, Bull's our guy, and we're not, we mean what we said? Or you're like, well...
you have
phone
to.
Call. Right. And that's an interesting question. Like, if you're Tampa Bay and you're like, I got to, whether you don't want it to get out, obviously.
No.
And that's a big risk. But if you can keep it under wraps, you got to go kick the tires on it, I would think. I would think.
It's just, basically, in my head, it's not against any rules to say, okay, he's coming back.
Right.
And then let him go.
But it's a giant, if you let him go and you're able to get your guy.
Yeah.
If you're not able to get the guy and it gets out that you went and started courting another coach trying to hire, and now you might as well just fire your coach and get in the game anyway because he's, he knows he's not.
Yes and no. You're 100%.
He's not viewed well in the eyes of ownership.
You're right. And that would be not a good look. It'd be ugly. But, does anybody just understand that they had to kick the tires like you just said? Like, you can't have a possibility of Sean McDermott coming here and not check it out?
Monica, to us, it's okay. But to Todd Bowles and the rest of the coaching staff
who have jobs,
you feel like you're on the thinnest of thin ice.
I think you are.
And it's not. It doesn't exactly, enable you to. Now you start second guessing every move you make, and you can't coach freely.
Right. But they are on thin ice. I hope they know they're on thin ice as it is, like regardless of any of that.
That's why they don't usually let a coach with 1 year left in the deal because you look like a sitting duck.
What do you call
God,
that?
I have a giant zit on my face.
Name it. Oh, God, yeah.
What?
You have two choices, JP.
Let's see it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
man.
just squeezed it. This came from out of nowhere.
You sure that's a pimple or did a spider burrow in your cheek? And that's just eggs.
It's a good question. And I have a meeting after this, too. That sucks.
You have two choices. One, name it, or two, put one of those little things the kids put on it, the stars or the whatever.
No.
Put a star in your face, JV.
I'm going to go get something before. I'm not going to a meeting like this, that's for sure.
What do you do? What do you mean?
He's going to pop it.
No, I did already. And that's probably why it looks puffier than it is.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Put makeup on it? What do you mean?
No, they have the little patches. They have patches.
Star patches I was talking
about.
Not
a star patch. It's just like a little patch, and it's got like medicine in the middle of it. It goes.
I like the way he said, not a star patch.
That would be uncool.
I'm not going to be the Starbelly Sneetch. No, but they have the pimple patches. That's the beautiful part about having teenagers in the house.
Yeah, but I guess they're too old. I think it's a middle school thing or something to put the little hearts and smiley faces.
Yeah, no, they're not doing that.
Where's the worst place to get a pimple?
Right where it is right now. The middle of my forehead or the nose is that's the worst.
What did you say?
Lip, like
that's
bottom
herpes.
of the lip.
That's not.
Is it? Okay.
No, you can get a pimple on I've had that where you get a pimple like right where you're.
But you can't pop it then because it's.
Oh, it hurts
herpes.
So
yes.
Too. No, it's not herpes, you dumbass.
It's
like a little pimple, like right where your lip meets the top of your mouth, like in between your nose. Right, you got that little line there, that little alley.
Yeah.
I've had a zit like right on that little seam right there. Ooh, does that hurt?
That's got to be the worst.
No, but I'm talking about visibility-wise. This thing on the side of my face might as well have a flashing light on it.
Nose is the worst to me because then it's like a witch. You're like a witch with the little wart on your nose, and it's like that's insane. And it's hard to hide. Like it's right there.
Yeah. That's the thing. That's why I'll say it, kids these days, they're literally drawing attention to it. Yep, I have a zit here, here, and here.
Yeah, that's
like
weird.
5 stickers on their faces. Back in the day, it was the most embarrassing thing.
I tried to not go to school because of it sometimes. My mom's like, get your ass on that bus, pimple boy.
I know.
Wash your face better.
Do you remember those old commercials? Are you a Zitzo?
No.
Oh, who was the, was it OxyClean? You know, with the pads?
Oh, okay.
It was, you know.
I remember the pads.
Are you a Zitzo?
I remember pizza face. Why did people call people pizza face? If
Oh,
they had a lot of
yeah.
zits
I remember
on?
that.
Zits all over. What do you mean, why? Because they looked like a pepperoni pizza.
It's horrible. This is all horrible. Is this the light bullying you say needs to come back? Because it's
Yes.
horrible.
I remember one of my friends used like the Neutrogena, whatever it is. It's like a lotion thing you put on your face. Turns out it just peels your face. That's all the thing does. It just peels all your face off.
It was called. It was called Oxy 10.
Okay.
It says here, "Are you a Zitzo TV commercial?"
I don't know.
I don't think I can bring it up. I don't think I can bring it up here on the board. It's going to have a commercial in front of it. Never mind. Don't worry about it. All right. Dead guy. Ready?
Yeah.
Dead guy in the envelope, brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer on your home today at markspain.com.
Zitzo.
Yeah. Zitzo. All right, let's see. My dead guy is a white American actor. He is an award-winning actor. He's got big TV shows, couple big movies. I would say you know him more for TV than movies, but he's done more movies than you think he has. All right, white American guy, bigger TV than movies, but more movies than you think. Monifa.
Okay, his known better for TV, big TV shows. Were any of those in the 1980s?
Yes. Ding. There you go, Monica. You're back.
Yay, Streak is on.
Streak's on.
Yeah.
Was he part of a sitcom?
Yes.
Have I got one wrong yet? I don't think I have.
Sit down. Nobody likes it.
2026 it's been a strong start. All right, so this guy, one more time, white American actor, TV, bigger than movies, but movies more than you know. Definitely 80s, part of his career. Sitcom, part of his career. Now, your job, ask yes or no questions, 800-771-1025. If you ask a question and you get a yes, you get to ask another question until you get a no. And when you get a no, we move on to the next caller, put all the clues together, win prizes. It's Dead Guy in the Envelope, 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio.
You're listening to JP on 1025 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The open mic on the free 1025 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Hey, it's JP for Prize Picks, the best, easiest, and most fun way to play daily fantasy sports. Now we got congratulations, obviously, to Indiana, the national champions, and we got a big weekend coming up of football, AFC, NFC championship games, and you don't want to miss out because you can still be playing fantasy football with Prize Picks. With Prize Picks, you don't have to wait until next year's draft to keep playing fantasy. Prize Picks lets you play fantasy football even throughout the playoffs, and you get to just pick your players, and when they win, and they hit their projections, you win. It's that simple. No draft required. Join millions of users and sign up for America's #1 sports picks app, Prize Picks. Just download the Prize Picks app today. Use code JPJP to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code JPJP to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. This is the best part of the year, baby. Download the Prize Picks app today. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Start playing Prize Picks today.
You could win a new Corvette at the Florida Strawberry Festival from Stingray Chevrolet Plant City in Stingray Chevrolet Bartow, the 17th annual new vehicle raffle. This year, you could win a brand new 2026 Corvette Z06. Tickets still just $5. Every dollar benefits unity in the community. Enter at stingraychevroletraffle.com. Together, let's drive.
No purchase necessary. Must be 18 18-year-old. $5 per entry. Void where prohibited. Winner selected March 8th, 2026 at 5 p.m. EDT. All proceeds benefit Unity and the Community, Inc. See official rules for details.
Meet Naomi. She worries a lot about balance. Balancing her time between vet school and working at the vet clinic, balancing her social life when she has time for it, and of course, balancing her finances. So she banks with Mid-Florida, a local credit union who employs local Floridians, just like you, to help keep her budget on track and on balance. And those financial worries, looks like they've fallen off the scale completely. Mid-Florida, your life, your money, your credit union. Mid-Florida Credit Union, insured by NCUA.
Just when you thought the savings had ended, Crown Kia is back with extended year-end savings. All the best deals have been extended into January for one last chance to save. We have select new Kia models. 0% APR for 5 years. 0 down payment or 0 payments until spring. We don't want to see you in another dealer's Kia. Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 800-371-0942 for complete details.
Eligibility and results may vary. Does just hearing the word dentist make you nervous? You're not alone. But avoiding dental care can lead to serious health issues, from gum disease to heart complications. At Sage Dental, we believe great care starts with the latest in dental innovation. Our minimally invasive approach means more comfort, faster recovery, and better results every time. From routine cleanings to crowns, oral surgery, orthodontics, and restorations, Sage Dental is here for you. Sage also offers same-day and next-day appointments, so you'll never have to wait for the quality care you deserve. And we work with most insurance plans. No insurance? Not a problem. Our Sage Care Plus plan can save you up to 65% on general or specialty dental care. Sage Dental, leading with innovation, centered on care. Call now to schedule your appointment. Call 800-633-5533. 800-633-5533. That's 800-633-5533.
It's time for a clean slate at Crown Honda. We're clearing the lot of all past year's Honda models. Like a new Honda Civic LX, just $219 a month. Or a new Honda Accord LX, only $209 a month. But hurry, the clean slate sale runs this month only. Online at crownhonda.com. The better way to buy and service.
Call 800-722-6439 for complete details.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
Stay guy in the envelope, 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. One more time, your clues. White American guy, actor, was on a sitcom, was definitely active in the 80s and beyond. 80s and beyond, I'd say, is pretty safe. Diz, I forgot what you asked.
Was he part of a sitcom?
Sitcom, right. Yeah, so sitcom, 80s. But you definitely, I would say, know him more for TV, but he's definitely done more movies than you would know. So if you have never played before, you just got to give us a call, 800-771-1025. Ask yes or no questions. If you get a yes, you go again. If you get a no, we move on. Put the clues together. Win fantastic prizes. Joe, line 1, go ahead.
Hey, guys, great show. Did he die playing, doing a scrimmage hockey game with his son?
No. He did not. Joe, line 5.
Was he a father on a sitcom?
Probably. I wouldn't say he was on the biggest show that the biggest show that you know him for, but he's probably played a father, so okay, I'll give it to you.
Did he voice a character in an animated movie?
Oh, Jesus. He's just done so much. Movies? No. Probably wrong there. No, I don't see any animated movies. I see like TV stuff, but no animated movies. Let's do Kelsey, line 6.
I'm going to go.
Jim, line 7.
Jeez.
Go ahead, Jim.
It's on.
Did he have hi guys. Was he a character on MASH?
Yes.
Oh, doctor.
Hold on, though. Don't get too excited. Go ahead.
Was he a doctor?
On MASH?
He wasn't
On MASH.
I don't know, because he only did one episode. So who are you thinking?
Stevenson. I think it was. Stevenson?
How did you have that at the ready, but with his animation movie, you had to look through all the stuff?
Because as I was scrolling through, I saw MASH. I was like, really? And then it said one episode.
Okay.
And no, he was not a doctor on MASH. Let's do, where are we? Matt, line 4.
Yeah, was he on the Newhart show?
No. No. Mike, line 3.
Hey, JP.
Hey, man.
First, let's. Yesterday, you had a comment about natural causes of death.
Mm-hmm.
I can clue you in. There's only 5 causes of death.
Oh, yeah?
Homicide, suicide, drowning, accidental, and natural. So all deaths fall into those categories. My question is, was he a comedic actor?
Yes. For the most part, yeah.
Was he in a movie franchise?
Jesus Christ. Were any of these movies franchises?
Homicide.
Suicide. He said drowning.
I know, and I
was he in any franchises? Jesus, he's done so much. I'm gonna go no. It's just so much stuff. There's just so much stuff. What are you laughing at? The drowning? You think I let that one? You think I let that one get past me?
And then you said it, and then you said he said drowning.
Denise, line 1. Go ahead, Denise.
Was he on Three's Company?
No. No.
Comedic actor, you said. That's in both the TV and the...
Yeah, TV and movies.
Did he die from drowning?
He did not die from drowning. How did he die? Ooh, let's see.
Homicide, suicide, drowning, natural. What? I should have written them down.
No, he congestive heart failure, coronary heart stuff.
So natural.
I guess so. Mitch, line 4.
Yeah, did this guy play football for the Detroit Lions at one time?
No. Tyler, line 1.
Yeah, did he die in his 50s?
No.
I have the giggles now.
Did not die in his 50s. Monica, you want to give me? Yep. You want to give me nerd notes?
White American actor. He's an award-winning actor. He had big TV shows, but he also had more movies than we thought he does, or do we think he does?
No, he said his TV career was bigger than movies, but he had more movies than you think he does.
Mm-hmm. I underlined TV. I think that's what I meant by that. You're right. We know him more from TV. His TV, one of his TV shows was at least from the 1980s. He was in sitcoms. He's a comedic actor. He did play a character on MASH, but just for one day.
Correct. Jim, line 4.
Yes. Was his name? Yeah. Hey, guys. Was his name on the show that he was on?
Oh, good question.
He did have his own show, but that wasn't the biggest show you know him for. But he did have his own show.
Who's Bob Newhart?
No. No, he did have his own show. But I would say that show was brief. Let's do Joe, line 6.
Did he die in 2025?
Yes.
Oh.
Was he on Cheers?
Yes.
Oh, doctor.
There you go.
Was it George Wendt?
George Wendt. Norm is the dead guy in the envelope. There you go. Congratulations. Yeah, obviously Cheers. Cheers was the very big show. And then he had the George Wendt show that only went 8 episodes, and that was the end of it. But as far as movies go, he was in Fletch. He was in.
Never saw it.
He was in the movie we talked about. Group we talked about. He was in Spice World, Monica.
Oh, was he? Oh, he
Yeah,
was.
I think he was the
Ginger
manager,
Spice.
right?
Yes,
Oh.
I forgot he was. Yeah, he was. He was. Didn't he play a bad guy? Like I think it was.
I don't even remember. All right, congratulations, man. Professional bull riding, Monster Jam, the band Triumph, or the band Bush. Which would you like?
I'm going to go with Bush.
All right, you got a pair of tickets to see
Bush, baby.
You got a pair of tickets to see Bush at the Baycare Sound on May 13th. Congratulations. Yes, there you go. What'd you win? Norm from Cheers, Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series.
He was the guy in the suit all the time at the bar, right?
Yeah, he's the guy who would walk in and be like, Norm.
Did they ever say what he did? Like what his occupation was?
He was an accountant or something, wasn't he? Like
Well, I don't even remember.
He was came
I
in
know-
a suit.
He was a raging alcoholic, I can tell you that.
Yeah, he was. Never wanted to go home. Be funny if, like, one episode his wife came in and she was just hot. You're like, why aren't you home, dog?
We never saw his wife was Vera, right?
Yeah.
We never saw her.
Yeah. I'm surprised. That's one of those shows that was just so big and so great that I'm surprised they never tried to remake.
I'm glad they didn't.
Well, it's probably
I'm
that
glad-
reason, yeah.
I'm glad they didn't as well. But you and I, we all know that if something is successful, they will do everything they can to just get every pound of flesh out of it that they possibly can.
That might be true too. Yeah.
You know?
So it's just about a bar, right?
Yep.
It was like what's it called? Like a bottle episodes most of the time. Just always at the bar location and never really
The workers that work
deviate from there.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever left the bar.
Oh wow.
I mean, I know that there was a couple of times where they were.
I don't remember.
Weren't they at one of the rivalry bars one time?
Patty's Pub, yeah, I remember.
But they were. It was mainly there, and in the office, and then it was their lives.
Yeah, I mean, it was inside that building, and it was great in the beginning, and then, there was character changes and everything else, but they survived it. That was such a great show.
Wasn't Frasier a spinoff of Cheers?
Correct.
That's insane to me because Frasier is the most boring show ever. Maybe as an adult, I'd watch it and
Listen,
appreciate it now.
I didn't get the Frasier thing either. I didn't watch Frasier.
I never watched Frasier ever, even back when it was popular. But because radio, I was like, why didn't I watch
he
that?
was a radio guy in that. I forgot about that.
I started watching.
He's like a psychologist online or
Yes.
online on air. Okay,
on air, yeah.
And so I started watching this on Hulu, and it's fun to watch how they portray radio on because back then also it was the 90s, so they had carts. They didn't have it was old school radio. So
and he lived like in a big apartment, like condo, with his dad and his gay brother, right?
Yes.
His brother wasn't gay.
He wasn't gay.
He was married
To a
wife
guy.
we never saw.
Gay.
But he had a crush on the person who was taking care of his father. He had a little crush on her.
Right. She had like a little accent too, if I remember correctly,
Yeah,
didn't she?
yeah.
I mean, I remember the show. I just never got into it.
Those era of sitcoms were so good compared to what
They
we
were on
have
fire,
now.
man.
Now they all suck.
But they're just expensive. That's why
watch-
they got away from it. They're expensive to make.
Watch DMV on
DMV?
Peacock. Yes, it's about employees that work at the DMV.
Oh, that
It's
sounds exciting.
really funny.
Really?
And Stumble is really, really funny as well.
What
Those
is
are two-
Stumble?
It's on Peacock as well. So there's and it's just hear me out. It's about a community college cheer team, but
Okay, I'm out.
But no, but it's actually really, really
Oh,
funny.
I'm sure.
Okay, I'll check it. What's it called?
Stumble and then DMV are both. DMV is on Paramount Plus. I take it back. It's on Paramount.
Okay. All right, you heard it here. 2 major recommendations from Monifa.
Funny.
There you go. We'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Peanut butter and jelly, Batman and Robin, kegs and eggs. It's the 7th annual Kegs and Eggs pregame invasion, sponsored by Michelob Ultra, Saturday, January 31st at McDenton, Soho. You get complimentary breakfast from 9 to 11 a.m., a live DJ keeping the party going, and your first Michelob Ultra is on the house until 1 p.m. Plus, we have your last chance to win your way into the Michelob Ultra Treasure Cove. The 7th annual Kegs and Eggs pregame invasion at McDenton, Soho. Sponsored by Michelob Ultra from your official pirate drinking station. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio.
There's no way to prepare for the impact an accident makes on your life. That's why we've spent 40 years getting ready for that moment when you need compassion and immediate action. The right doctors, investigators, our team of experienced attorneys, and your free consultation is already in place. So if you've been hurt, remember, the Farrah Safety Net is right here to catch you. All you have to do is call Farrah and Farrah. It's what we built. Tampa.
Mike Calta here to tell you about my friends at Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City. Right now, trade up and drive into 2026 for less. They aren't waiting. Get their best offers on new Chevys right here in the new year. They'll pay top dollar for your current vehicle. Keep the cash or use the trade up and save even more. Start 2026 behind the wheel of something new before the best are sold. Visit StingrayChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Transform your backyard for less than $5 a day. Fence Outlet will install a sleek black aluminum fence that adds style, security, and curb appeal for just $125 a month. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C-10252.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Wondering if dangerous contaminants are in your home's water? Get Leaf Home Water Solutions today. We can't live without water, but we can take actions today to make it safer and healthier. Leaf Home Water Solutions is offering a free in-home water test. Just visit leafhome.com/free to schedule yours. With results from their advanced digital testing, Leaf Home Water Solutions can design a whole home system and expertly install it in as little as 1 day. With Leaf Home Water Solutions, you can feel confident that each drop of water from every tap and appliance is cleaner and safer for you and your family. We can't live without water, but we can take actions today to make our family's water safer with Leaf Home Water Solutions. Schedule your free home water test today at leafhome.com/free and save 15% on all home water treatment systems. That's leafhome.com/free for your free home water test and 15% off. leafhome.com/free.
Ugh, time to clean out the gutters again.
But I don't want you climbing that ladder.
Time to call Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection company. Leaf Filter's trusted pros will not only clean your gutters for you, they'll realign and seal your gutters and install Leaf Filter. With Leaf Filter, you'll never have to clean out your gutters again.
Wait, never again?
Never again. Because Leaf Filter's surgical-grade stainless steel micro mesh is fine enough to block even tiny debris like pine needles and pollen while still letting rainwater flow through. Leaf Filter works so well, it's backed by a lifetime warranty. Plus, when you go to leafilter.com/block, you'll get a free gutter inspection and up to 30% off.
Wow. So no more climbing that ladder.
How do I sign up?
To get this special radio offer, go to leafilter.com/block for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leafilter.com/block for up to 30% off. leafilter.com/block.
Spectrum TV Fixed TV and combined all your favorite sports streaming apps with live TV.
32, Blue 32, hot height. It's only more Hail Marys.
It's only more bottom of the ninth magic.
It's only more slow motion replays.
It's only getting all the sports with over 100 hours worth of streaming apps like ESPN, Fox One, Tennis Channel, Peacock, and more, included with live TV at no extra cost. It's only the way TV should be. It's only everything. Learn more at SpectrumTV.com.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Tell us what you think.
Makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. And now, back to JP.
It's JP, 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Got a little while left before we hand it off to Senning.
John.
You know, it's what?
I like John.
Yeah, I saw some video. What, has he got coyotes in the neighborhood or something?
Yeah, man.
I thought I saw that. Was that?
That's real, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scary, but
Got to be careful with that if you got puppies.
Yeah, any cats or dogs that go outside, watch out.
Yeah. I remember one time I was hunting, and I was in the woods, and you can hear the chirp of the coyotes, but they were all the way over there until they weren't.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, who cares how far away they are? How close do they get?
Right. Now, they're afraid of us, but when you're in the woods and you hear them chirping, and now they're getting closer and closer, you know, even if you have a gun, you're hunting, you have a rifle, you know, if there's a pack of them, and they're coming after you, you might be able to take one out, two if you're really good and really lucky, but the rest of them are coming to eat your face.
Right.
And I'm not going to lie, that day, I was slightly hungover when I was in the woods. And I'm just sitting there like I was totally like, it got to the point where I'm like, okay, this is the way I'm going to die.
This is
and
it.
they ran right behind me. I heard them go.
Now
right
do you believe
me.
in God? Holy. Come on.
They went right behind me. I was like, oh my God, is that really the way this was going to go down?
How long ago was it? Was it your friend Chris that was looking out for you?
No, it was. Oh, you mean my friend Craig? No.
Sorry.
It was before him. This is probably like, I don't know, a dozen years ago, maybe something like that. But yeah, that was a little scary.
Okay,
So-
DJ dies from getting
Right.
eaten alive from coyotes.
You know, do you guys read about this guy, Wade Wilson? I think his name is. He
What?
killed those two. He killed those two women in Cape Coral, and he was just sent.
Wade Wilson is his name?
Yeah, he changed his name to Wade. They call him the Deadpool.
I was just
killer.
going to say, that's the name of
Yeah.
Deadpool.
Yeah,
what?
apparently he
Oh, I
changed
didn't know
his
that.
name. He changed his name to Wade Wilson, and he killed two women in Cape Coral, and he's on death row. But there's a stories coming out that women are like begging him to impregnate them. The story is bananas. So this guy's awaiting execution,
What?
right? He murdered two women.
Monica, this really looks like.
Huh? He's got tattoos all over his face.
He has a swastika on his cheek.
He looks
He's got
like look at that picture and then look at Snooki's husband. Because without the scar of the faces are the same.
The tattoo, like this guy's got it. Well, I hope Snooki's husband doesn't have a swastika on his face.
No, without the tattoos, but his hair and his face, he looks like Snooki's husband.
But this guy's got tattoos all over his lips. He's got like what looks like from the corner of his mouth up. He looks like he's got a tattooed zipper. Yeah, it's he's a strange cat. Anyway,
yeah, it's like
so
stitches on his mouth.
right.
Yeah.
So he killed two women, but he's got women that are just throwing themselves at him. The women would swear allegiance to the so-called Deadpool killer and gush over his voice and looks, according to a documentary, despite his face being etched with a swastika and other white supremacist symbols, as well as a creepy stitched-on smile tattoo on his mouth. Quote, it's going to be so much fun when I can tell you I'm pregnant. I can't wait, one deranged fan said. Defending the double murderer. Wilson even referred to one fan identified as Alexis Williams as his girlfriend. During that specific call, the convicted killer praised the woman as so sexy, demanding she take part in marathon sex with him.
Oh, wow.
And then he goes, I will sink my fangs into your effing left butt cheek, the murderer said. Then she goes, Williams, who now regrets her phone calls with him, claimed that she fell in love with the killer's smile. But meanwhile, the smile is all tattooed up and creepy.
Remember the hot guy?
I was
hot guy
just
in
looking
prison?
him up. It's
Yeah,
Jeremy Meeks'
with
name.
the
I just
blue
looked him
eye?
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
He ended
Way
up becoming
hotter.
a model and then like
Way
marrying
hotter.
this rich businessman's daughter who's like owns like all these companies and
Yeah.
became part of. He married an heiress essentially.
Way
And
hotter
good for him.
than the.
So in this thing, in one of the video calls, Williams told Wilson that she believed in their relationship and was rooting for him to avoid time in prison so they could have sex together.
Oh.
Quote, I can't wait until you get out. You're going to come here. I'm going to cook you a home-cooked meal, and we're going to have sex for hours.
Mom?
Right? And she said she also told him that she would gladly go down to the courthouse where he was on trial so they, quote, could have sex all the time. You better come bang my brains out, he replied. Like, all this stuff is going on. And I'm like, one of the fans even went as far as to knowingly ignore the murders that Wilson committed, telling the documentary crew that she and the other women, quote, don't give a F that he was a killer. Quote, you're freaky and you love to choke a bitch out. It's not your fault you're strong.
Wow.
Dude, like, what is wrong? And the women want to be impregnated by him. Meanwhile, one of his victims, her name was Diane Ruiz. And according to the testimony, he hit her with his car, quote, until she looked like spaghetti.
Oh, my God.
Now, I'm sitting there and
What
I'm
a
going to myself,
line.
like, what is it about these women that this is the guy, this is the male, out of all the men on the planet, like, this is the guy that you want to have a baby with this guy, knowing that clearly this is a mental issue, right? Like, he's got something in his DNA.
Yeah, it's a tweak.
That allows you to do these kind of things, right? What would make you want to bring a child knowing that exists in the DNA and then you could end up like having a baby serial killer? Like, I don't understand the way some women think.
Well, I imagine the same thing that's tweaking in his brain, she has in her brain that's a tweak that doesn't understand all this stuff. And she's probably hideous.
Maybe.
Well, that's true. What are the shit? How come there's pictures of him, but not the people that are saying this?
Ugly people can't be picky all the time, JP.
It says here, even men were seduced by this guy, with one heard on a call gladly offering the killer $24 so he can buy 2 slices of pizza in the prison canteen. I'm like, $12 a slice. Jesus.
This guy on you
That's
said he's on
steep.
death row, did you say?
Yeah.
This guy on death row has more offers of sex than I do out here.
Correct.
Living my life.
Correct.
That's great.
In 2019, he killed these 2 women. And yet these...
You said
First off, I'm wondering how he's getting video calls with women. Don't they listen in on these conversations?
I think they have to, yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you can't get them, right?
Right, you can get, I guess you can get them, but if it's starting to get saucy, you would think they would just disconnect the phone calls.
Why? I'm
In
sure
prison?
I'm sure that happens all
They're
the
not
time.
if it's one thing if they're married and it's your wife and you get a conjugal visit, but that's not what this is.
I don't think they care.
Like if you, I mean, those are
I'm sure
crimes. I guess if
convicts-
they're not talking about crimes, then I guess
Yeah.
it's okay. But if
Yeah.
they're talking about like, I'm gonna sink my fangs into your effing ass cheek, like what is?
I read a book from an ex-con and someone who was in prison.
Of
and
course
his,
you did.
It was I gotta know what's happening in there. And so his girlfriend came in to visit, and they're sitting across. They're not allowed to touch or whatever, and so they're sitting across from each other. And she backs up a little bit where he can see her, and she does things to herself while he watches, and they're just doing it right there she's just doing that right there in the visiting room.
Where is this?
It was at a prison. I don't remember. I don't remember the name of it. This was.
It was in a movie you saw?
No,
or
it was a book I read that a prisoner wrote. Like he was in prison.
yeah.
This actually happened.
I'm sure the guys on the phone be like, "What are you wearing now?"
Yeah.
And they'll start saying stuff, and they're probably touching themselves. They can they're getting nothing. Well, you can get stuff in there. It's just not
Stuff they might not want.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah. I don't know. I just find this whole thing bizarre. And obviously, it's not the first, murderer that's got female attention and all that kind of stuff. But it just boggles my mind, like how, like out of everybody you could
Girls
have,
be
like
horny?
but like for someone that is capable of that. Let me read that to you one more time. He ran Diane Ruiz over with his car, quote, until she looked like spaghetti.
I don't even know how that.
such an insane.
Yeah, I don't even know
Right?
what that.
Oh man, I shouldn't be laughing, but it's an insane line. But
Yeah,
we hear all the time about, like, if you watch the documentaries, people who help prisoners out and do this and do that. There's crazy people.
Did Charles Manson have like people doing the
All
same
the time,
thing?
Exactly.
Yeah. it's-
So
Yeah.
there's crazy people
but
out
that's
there.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I want to know why.
I think
Like,
some of
what
them
is it? Like, what
might
is the
even-
psychology behind it?
Well, I think some of them might even have people that were like Monica's mom, were like
Yeah.
they're entertaining convicts, and they didn't turn out like Monica. They turned out like their mom. Like, oh, well, that's what my mom did, and she
Yeah.
found Steve. You know?
Also, yeah, and Steve was the name of the guy that she found in prison and ended up
course
bringing
it
home
was.
and marrying, and he almost killed her twice. But like it was the attention that
Yeah.
she was getting from him. And if you're in prison,
'Cause
you
you gotta
got
give
nothing
all-
to do. Yeah,
exactly.
all your time and effort and all the words and everything else you can think of.
All the
to-
words JP doesn't call his wife. These guys are calling these ladies all the time.
showing
and
all
pumping it
of
up.
the schmoopies and everything. Yeah.
Because they want them to get the letters. They want those photos. They want them to maybe do things on the outside for them.
My mom would be on the phone, and this was back when like long distance charges were a thing, not like, cell phones now. On hours, we weren't allowed to go. She went on, oh my God, I just realized she was in her bedroom. I wonder if, anyway.
Totally playing with
No,
herself.
she was not.
she
No, I
was.
don't know why. I
100%.
just realized. Anyway, she'd be in
Yeah.
her bedroom with the door closed for hours talking to this guy. And we were not allowed to use the phone for hours, which back then it was just one phone. And,
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. It's what it happens. People, you
So
know.
great. Yeah. All right, that's it for us. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Diz. Thanks for everybody who dialed in and played along on the phone lines. Watch us on YouTube. Settings up next. I'll have another shot for you to win $1,000 at 2 o'clock. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. The JP featured cut of the day. Listen right now on the 102.5 The Bone app. Sponsored by JustCallMo.com, Tampa's injury attorney.
Ahoy, Tampa! Party like a pirate at 102.5 The Bone's Kegs and Eggs pregame at McDitton's. January 31st, starting at 9 a.m. Free breakfast, beads, live DJ, and your first Michelob Ultras on the house. No cover until 11 a.m. 21 and up. It's Gatsby 2026. Be there or walk the plank.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
So, you're ready to propose, huh?
Yeah, man. She's definitely the one.
What are we thinking about the ring? I got my wife's at Hellsberg. I couldn't recommend a better jeweler.
I could use some help with that.
Man, go to Hellsberg. I had no idea how many details you need to consider. Did you know you can get a natural or lab-grown diamond? I didn't. Figure out what she wants. Trust me, they'll make it happen.
Start your story with Hellsberg. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
Renewal by Anderson of Tampa, Sarasota is having a happy renewal year sale. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and doors, plus no money down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. That expires on the 31st of January. Superior products, exceptional service. BestWindowsFlorida.com for Renewal by Anderson of Tampa, Sarasota. License number CGC 1527613. BestWindowsFlorida.com.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain. I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richey. Start your new year with a new truck.
Or shop everything under the sun.
Everything. Including new Camrys, Corollas, RAV4s, and more. Drive a new Tacoma for $289 per month, with 4-year maintenance included.
Because when you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richey,
we make it happen.
Sun Toyota of Newport Richey.
Call 800-632-8895 for more details.
The toughest bulls, the bravest riders. For 8 seconds, it's all on the line. Glory or nothing. These are cowboys who face down danger, defy the odds, and push themselves beyond limits most wouldn't dare. This is their world, where legends are made on the backs of ranked bulls. It's bowl time, Tampa. PBR bucks into Benchmark International Arena January 23rd and 24th. Get your tickets now at pbr.com/tickets.
Did you know that you can get a beautiful white vinyl fence for less than $5 a day?
For just $125 a month, Fence Outlet will professionally install it and add instant curb appeal to your home. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C10252.
I remember brushing my hair and looking down and thinking, oh my gosh, do I have any hair left?
I used to look at women with thick, beautiful hair and think, why doesn't my hair look like that?
My thinning hair is making me feel so old.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume from New Nordic. With clinically proven ingredients like apple extract, biotin, and millet, Hair Volume nourishes your hair follicles to promote thicker, healthier looking hair. Say goodbye to shedding, thin, and dull hair, and hello to thick, healthy hair with Hair Volume.
Since taking Hair Volume, the shedding has all but stopped.
Now, instead of being jealous of other women's hair, I have friends who are jealous of mine.
My hairdresser couldn't believe the difference in my hair. Now she's using Hair Volume too.
Available as a tablet or delicious gummy, Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com, or find Hair Volume in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
A family office is a team built to handle the three biggest financial responsibilities a family faces: wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning. Most firms only manage your investments and refer the rest out, hoping everyone stays aligned. At Trajan, we built something different. Your wealth, tax planning, and estate planning are handled together inside one firm under one roof. There's no guessing whether your CPA, advisor, and estate attorney are truly in sync, because our team works together every day on your behalf. When your financial life becomes more complex, your advice should become more coordinated, not more fragmented. One plan, one trusted team. Call Trajan today at 813-212-0500. That's 813-212-0500.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures